Have you ever found yourself trapped in regret, replaying the mistakes you've made over and over and over in your mind? It's easy to forgive others for their wrongdoings, but when it comes to our own mistakes, we often get stuck in a cycle of self-criticism. We dwell on what we said, how we acted, or the decisions we regret, wasting valuable time that could be spent building a better future. But what if there was a way to release that burden? In this video, we'll explore a timeless teaching from the Buddha on how to acknowledge, address, and ultimately move past our mistakes, allowing us to grow and heal. Stay with us as we break down these ancient steps to finding peace within yourself. Why is it so hard to forgive ourselves? It's a common human experience to feel weighed down by the mistakes of the past. While forgiving others may seem challenging, forgiving ourselves can feel impossible. Why? One word: ego. Deep down, our ego resists the idea that we can be wrong. It tells us we're supposed to be flawless. And when we fall short, the inner critic takes over, leading to self-blame and guilt. But here's the reality: we are all human. We all make mistakes. As the saying goes, to err is human, and the Buddha's teachings remind us that making mistakes is part of life's natural flow. The true issue isn't the mistake itself, it's how we handle it. Instead of getting stuck in regret, the Buddha offers a clear process for overcoming this mental block and moving forward. Step 1: accept and see the mistake for what it is. The Buddha taught that growth begins by recognizing a mistake for what it is. The first and most crucial step is acceptance. This is easier said than done because our instinct is to avoid admitting we've made a mistake. Why? Our ego tries to protect us, convincing us that we're always in the right. But until we accept our imperfections, we cannot move forward. To truly heal, we must first look at the mistake without judgment or self-hate. When we accept that mistakes are part of being human, we free ourselves from the emotional weight of guilt and shame. Acceptance means acknowledging that yes, you made a mistake, but that doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a human being, constantly learning and growing. Step 2: confession. Share it with someone you trust. Once we've accepted our mistake, the next step is to confess it, not in a way that seeks punishment, but to release the burden we carry inside. The Buddha advised his followers to open up about their mistakes to a trusted person. Why is this important? When we share our mistakes with someone who understands us, we are no longer trapped inside our own mind. Confession helps release the negative emotions tied to the mistake: guilt, regret, and self-doubt. When you express these feelings to someone who listens without judgment, you gain a new perspective. Often, it's not the mistake itself that weighs us down, but the mental battle we fight alone. By confessing, we lighten the load and open ourselves up to advice and guidance that can help us move on. But be selective. Find someone wise and trustworthy who can listen without judgment and offer helpful advice. The Buddha warned against sharing with just anyone. Choose someone who will help you heal, not amplify your guilt. Step 3: action. Commit to doing better in the future. After accepting and confessing your mistake, the next step is taking right action. The Buddha emphasized the importance of making a commitment to not repeat the same mistake in the future. This doesn't mean you'll never make another mistake. It simply means you've learned from this one and are actively trying to improve. Growth comes from making mistakes and then adjusting your behavior. If we keep repeating the same mistakes, it's a sign we're not learning. But if we approach each mistake as an opportunity to grow, we become stronger and wiser. As the saying goes, repeating the same mistake 100 times is regression, but making 100 different mistakes is progression. Life is full of lessons, and each mistake is a stepping stone toward greater wisdom. Moving forward, the reality of being human. Remember, no one is perfect. We live in a culture that often glorifies perfection, but the truth is, being human means we will slip up sometimes, many times. Instead of beating ourselves up over these errors, we should take the Buddha's advice: accept, confess, and commit to change. By accepting our mistakes, we take the first step toward healing. By sharing them with someone who cares, we free ourselves from the internal weight. And by committing to not repeat those mistakes, we take control of our future, moving forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. Final thoughts: mistakes are a part of growth. So how do we deal with past mistakes? The Buddha's teaching provides a simple but profound method. Recognize the mistake, confess it to someone who can help, and take action to ensure it doesn't happen again. With each mistake, we have a chance to grow. The more we accept our imperfections, the more we evolve. Instead of clinging to past regrets, use them as tools for personal growth. Remember, as long as you are human, mistakes will happen, but what matters is how you choose to respond to them. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And always remember, it's not about never making mistakes, it's about learning from them and moving forward with a heart full of wisdom.